talk and no pretender. Charges to the ender. Like when things used to better.
We are in Ghana.
Check if this makes
it is 25 minutes past 7 in Ghana, 25 minutes past 2 in Jamaica. Broadcasting live. Live, when we say live, we mean live. We're not even in our studio. We're at a beautiful Jamrock restaurant and grill. And it is owned by a Jamaican. We just called him a while ago. Say no which part he live. Constitution, let me know where he live. Raphael Emmanuel, which part Raphael Emmanuel? Come up here to Raphael Emmanuel. Make the people in Jamaica know say you're going with big things in Ghana. So. Give the mic, give the mic. We are launch. We are in the launch of a beautiful situation. We're incorporated in what we call the Year of Return. We're first to come now to come talk about the Year of Return in Ghana. And this is a program not to be missed. So all the people living in Jamaica, we're there with you until 5:45. That is Jamaica time. So Raphael, that's the people. You're Ghana, a home restaurant with your wife.
Yes, I am.
You know what?
Shouting out to everybody in Jamaica.
You know, get strong and healthy, but sit down, go out and
a whole heap of love from Africa.
So Constitution Hill you come from, how you live there?
Straight from Constitution Hill.
When last you go there? When last you there?
6 years ago.
Okay.
2012.
It's good to name Constitution again.
Definitely, it's still Constitution.
All right. You have a nice restaurant, so it is like beautifully set up. You know, palm tree out at the front, you know, wooden thing and nice tables and thing. And I see that you have a lot of customers already. Tell me, how long ago you start this?
Well, Jamrock, we started Jamrock about 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, me and my wife.
It's new then, it's new, kind of new.
Fairly new.
Okay, so you want to franchise it?
That's the plan. That is the plan.
I see your wife and jump up and she hear that. She hear that. And she feel good to hear that. So when you say franchise, you mean like in other parts of Ghana or other countries in Africa?
Well, actually, Jamrock is already a franchise.
Yeah.
You know, in Lagos, in Lekki.
Oh yeah.
There's already another Jamrock. Yeah.
So you travel to and fro.
Yeah. You know.
So about how much employees you have in this establishment?
Roughly about 40.
You serious?
Yeah, man, about 40.
And so you're big.
And so we do it.
Jamaican people, I want to know, say, this is not an ordinary restaurant today. If you go to the restaurant, believe you me, it's well set up, nice, beautiful. I was glad to know say that Jamaican control something like this in Africa. Yeah, so for sure you say Africa is on the move. Even a whole heap of people still, you know, say how people in Jamaica still look down for Africa, do you know?
Because them don't know.
And that may I say, and use a good example of where I go on here, so where it's different.
Exactly, you know.
We have this thing about Jamaica, Jamaican people, where Jamaican people, if we're bad, we are the worst of the bad, and if we're good, we are the best of the good. I don't know if you notice it.
Yeah, man, straight up. You know, we have to make sure that we stand out.
All right, so tell me something now. Where you offer inside us?
Well, Jamrock.
You can't tell me about all the pork, you know, no matter. Even you tell me about the pork. Don't you me a rasta, but tell me, you have a sidetrack. Tell me where you offer inside us. Where the menu there? Give me one of the menu there. Let me see the menu there. So. Maybe you know one call. Give me one of the menu. Well, tell me, when people come in, that's why you say, Jamaican restaurant, Jamrock restaurant, meaning it's a Jamaican restaurant.
Straight Jamaican restaurant.
All right, tell me where you have inside us, so where is Jamaican?
Yeah, man, we do all of the Jamaican food: oxtail, rice and peas, brown stew, fish, jerk pork, jerk chicken. Yeah. All
right, I know they say you have the quickie. What kind of quickie? Quickie. What is quickie?
It's a morning quickie. You know, early on our breakfast menu.
I wonder if your wife will listen to you. I wonder if your wife will listen to you. Say morning quickie.
Early morning quickie.
Early morning.
Come to Jamrock for your early morning quickie.
And you have a good flow of customers that come through.
Definitely.
And what are your clothes?
We open 7 days a week from 7 in the morning all the way back until like 11 o'clock at night.
And you have a music to cast. You can't move with the children and keep party.
Yeah, man. We do live music on a Thursday. We do jazz. On Friday, we do live reggae band. Saturday, live music again. And Sunday. You know, we do a lot of... Our concept is based on Jamaica. So we offer music, culture, education, food, everything that's based on Jamaica.
Well, Jamaican people, when I go do this now, I have to go pay my feet. Because I'm going to bring so much people come at this place that is unbelievable. This is the year of no return. The year of no return. At the door, may I think about it.
At the door,
all right. This is the year of return in Ghana. And an influx of people will come between July and August, especially during the emancipation period. We are telling people in Jamaica, for those of you who is coming, and all the other people who are listening to it right now, you have to come to this Jamrock restaurant here, because we are saying it's a Jamaican thing, and we have to promote Jamaica in Africa. And when you see the brethren set up this, him and him wife set up this, you know, say, him now have no left again. The way you set up, you can't take this and carry go nowhere. You understand? So, we want the people them who's coming, and we know now listen all over the world. Just remember, say, Muta say, and if you don't hear all the things them where him say, him have ya so. This is the place to come, Jamrock Restaurant. Where the address?
10 Jungle Avenue, East Legon, in Accra.
All right, I'm going to send you the invoice and give thanks.
Blessed.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen to a Jamaican who make him way into Africa, set up a sweet restaurant, nice business, that's all. And believe you me, I am very proud of it. I'm very proud of it. I mean, spacious. I mean, breeze a blow through. You have a kind of feng shui, kind of vibes. Breeze a blow through. And the bridge look like him well steroid. The man look like him on some steroid. The man said over me, I'm get afraid. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Him look. May I tell you? Anyway, Steppin Razor, live from, we have to mention the radio station. We definitely have to remember the radio station that make this possible. Brethren, yo, you go like you don't want to talk, you know, I'll get today. You talk out the program at the last part, and I go like you never want to say nothing, you know.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is the brethren who is responsible. And this next brethren, they look like crap. We're responsible for the
Mr. Mills, the amazing technician.
Yeah, all right. Tell them the name of the radio station and tell them how come you get paid really.
Okay.
Who's with answer, yeah.
All right. So we are proud to partner with the program, the African Culture and Wellness Festival. And we are S-Live Africa, as you can see in my t-shirt. And we are honored to have the legendary Mutabaruka. I was about to say Marcus Garvey. Mutabaruka.
I know the difference.
Actually, having him last night from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the studio, it was amazing. All of our bosses are so happy, and we're also happy to have him, host him right here through S-Live Africa and Ari FM in Jamaica. I know now the family bond has been created already. And actually, my boss is coming. He says today he wants to be among your panelists.
Yes. Come last night when we almost done.
Yes, so we are looking forward to have extend program with Ari FM. We stream it on S-Live Africa and also can stream something from Ghana through S-Live Africa, especially our Diaspora Dialogue program. As the first thing you mentioned when you touched down at Kotoka International Airport about migration, restrictions and other frustrations. And this is some of the things, I think the only radio station in Ghana that talks about that is S-Live Africa. So,
well, we give thanks, brethren. We give thanks. I'm going to tell you, from yesterday, say you look like Idi Amin, but...
Well, I told you in the studio that I have a different perception about Idi Amin.
No, I think not your perception are the same, but that's why I go. You see, him go like him no want to talk one thing, you know, but when you give him the mic, him not stop talk, you know. But I'm not going to stop the talk, you know. I'm not going to stop talk, because we have other people to interview. So, give thanks, brethren.
Blessed. I think that's the response, right? Give thanks, blessed us. How do you respond?
All right, I'm not telling you this story now.
All right. And I said, by the time he leaves, I can speak patois better than Stoneboy and Shatawale.
Hey, brethren, let me tell you something now. You see, when we say 7 o'clock, we mean 7 o'clock.
Exactly. That's something that I forgot. We have to apologize.
You have to apologize.
We have to apologize for getting here late.
You have to apologize to IRFM.
Yes. So IRFM, those in the studios and listeners all over the world, we apologize for getting here late for Muta to start the show.
All right.
It won't happen again. Next year, it will be better.
Good afternoon. I'm Maisha Brody with the local and international headlines. The police have confirmed that a baby taken from a woman at the Registrar General's Department on Tuesday is the baby boy that was stolen from the Victoria Jubilee Hospital last month. The DNA results confirming this were released today. The baby remains in the state care at this time. The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, is urging Jamaicans to develop a family emergency plan. ODPEM's marketing manager, David Nation, in noting that a plan is integral in preparing for disasters, said family members should be assigned specific responsibilities during an emergency, such as calling an ambulance or the police. Mr. Nation also told the GIS News that children must be familiar with their address and their parents' contact details. The ceremonial opening of the new session of Parliament will take place next Thursday, February 14, at a joint sitting of the Senate and the House of Representatives. The opening, which marks the beginning of legislative year 2019 to 2020, will feature the traditional delivery of throne speech by Governor-General Sir Patrick Allen at 11 a.m. During the throne speech, the Governor-General will outline the priority programs and policies to be pursued by the government during the new fiscal year. In news overseas, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, UK, Theresa May, has told European Union, EU leaders she can get the Brexit deal through Parliament if they give her legally binding changes to it. May, who also vowed to deliver Brexit on time, was speaking after a series of meetings with top EU officials in Brussels. European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker again ruled out the kind of changes Mrs. May wants to see. But the two sides agreed to further talk to break the deadlock. Finally, a diplomatic row between France and Italy has deepened, with France complaining of attacks and outlandish claims by Italian leaders. France recalled its ambassador to Italy for talks on Thursday, saying the situation was unprecedented since the end of World War II. It comes after the Italian Deputy Prime Minister met French Yellow Vest protesters near Paris on Tuesday. France warned him not to interfere in the country's politics. Relations between the two countries, both founding members of the EU, have been tense since Italy's populist Five-Star Movement and right-wing League Party formed a coalition government in June 2018. The two governments have clashed over a range of issues, including immigration. Those were the local and international headlines. Major News is next at 5:45. From the RFM Newsroom, I'm Maisha Brody.
Those of you don't know what's going on here, we're broadcasting this event here live to Jamaica. Simultaneous cast all over the world. IRFM, #1 radio station in Jamaica. I am here to participate in the African Culture and Wellness Festival that has been, this is the third time I'm here now. 3 times I'm here. So if you hear some little glitches, don't feel no way. Because you know it's technology we are working with right now. And it's weird at Jamaica there. It takes 1 day for reach us, so much less for my voice to reach at Jamaica. So we just want you to know that if you hear it stop sometime and go on sometime and hear some advertisement that go on, it's the advertisement that we are going on in Jamaica. I know some other people want to hear the advertisement that are going on in Jamaica. And the news and all them something there. But yes, so as we said, we'll be here. It's 4-hour program. The time is something to 3 in Jamaica right now. Precisely 57 minutes past 2 o'clock. And according to Jamaica, we will be here until 5:45. And here we'll be here until 11 o'clock. So we have a long way to go. So we just want you to sit down. Don't matter go like you just come here to take picture of Mutabaruka, because long time you don't see him. But remember, this is a restaurant, so you can have something in front of you to make it not look so light and so bad. It kind of look funny if you just have your cell phone alone by the table and your hand. So, buy something at the bar and you can take as much pictures as you want with the place. So, football are going on all the television over there, so all them here. So, yeah, we're there. As we say, wellness is always a goodness. And we're there to promote that. Last night we had the Cutting Edge Live to Jamaica. Today is the launch of the ACAWI, African Culture and Wellness Festival, F, not I. And we have the promoter here, the conceptualizer, everything here with us. And we see some of my friends from Atlanta. Why, you know, my long time friend them from Atlanta, you know. But I'm not far, you know. Watch out, watch out, touch me. All right, touch me. Right, the place get packed up though. The place full up. I am just saying that for those of you sitting around a table, it kind of don't look nice to those that sit around the table. And it's a restaurant to the inner. Get some backla or something and drink out it, or some plate and eat out it. It look bad for those of your cell phone. Especially the lady who still up in front of you. Still looking for, oh, you have a glass. A water in it. Yes. All right. So we was talking to the sister. We met the sister. Tell you exactly what is going on each day. What is happening until the 10th.
Okay. So of course we end tonight at 11. With the launch, and we have some very interesting interviews tonight. So I'll let you be surprised with that. As far as, I mean, you know, but I'll let the audience be surprised. Then Saturday, February 9th, we start off with a Healthy Life Walk Challenge. And the reason why it's a challenge, because we're walking anywhere from 7 to 8 kilometers from going uphill. So we're going from the Ayemensa police station, which is near the toll booth, all the way to the Aburi Botanical Gardens. And that's from 5:30 a.m. So for all you early birds and fitness people or people who just want to have a little challenge, we want you to make the walk. Now, if you cannot make it all the way, we do have a bus from the Ghana Tourism Authority that's going to say, okay, well, you can't make it. Jump on a bus and we're going to take you all the way to the Botanical Gardens. Okay. When they get there, they're going to be met with the Ghana Cocoa Board, who's going to be giving some healthy chocolate drinks. And then they're going to have a doctor to talk about the health benefits of chocolate after they do Afro-aerobics. And then we're going to have a series of different workshops on health and wellness, African fitness, traditional African dance, capoeira, which is more of a Angola martial arts. And actually, you're going to be interviewing the teacher tonight, the African Studies teacher. And then we're going to have workshops on African traditional healing. We're going to talk about plant-based foods and doing different preparations. So we have two of our high-profile vegan chefs that came from Atlanta that's going to join. And they're going to join with our sister here in Ghana, Amasantawa, who makes the best vegan Ghanaian food, probably in Ghana. Sorry, everybody, but she does.
Well, the food, them already, trust me. Just listen to you about the food already. Yes. So it's an ITIL food. Ready. Yes. And so we're going to also have the Peanut Butter Kids, which is a year-round program for the festival, where every first Saturday we have children aged 5 to 15. And this year, I'm very proud of them because they actually planned the whole event. When I say planned everything, they planned all the different workshops. They put together a budget. They went to go buy the supplies. They found the teachers who's going to do the workshops. We even have one teacher that's only 9 years old that's going to be teaching how to make plant-based foods. Okay. So it's going to be expos from 9 to 6, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We're going to have the Healers Village, the African Marketplace, the African Natural Beauty Expo, and then the Vegan All-Stars Food Court. Alright, we have to cut in Pio again. I know say is a station in Jamaica to a station here. We have some more ad to play. I don't know if they're ready to play the ad them, but we are reminded that the hour between 3 and 4 is brought to you by Growers Choice. Growers Choice is a organic fertilizer and it's now available in Jamaica. Order 876-930-6067. Growers Choice, the smart choice. So, Neil, your time.
Bank on your own time. Download the NCB mobile app from the App Store or Google Play Store. The time is now. The time is now.
Yeah, the time is 32 minutes past 8 o'clock in Jamaica, 32 minutes past 3 o'clock in Ghana. We're back here again, courtesy of X-Life Africa, who help us to go through with this live broadcast, simultaneous broadcast into Jamaica and all over the world. You know, so when you're on IRFM, a whole heap of people all over the world tune in, especially to this program here. So, we're in this beautiful restaurant owned by a Jamaican, Jamrock Restaurant and Grill. And as far as we can see now, the place pack up. I don't see no, and I move toward no mouth with no knife and fork. We need to see some Anna move with some knife and fork. Some man coming up to talk people business. This is not the place to talk people business or talk business. It's to eat and drink and laugh. So, we're still with the African Culture and Wellness Festival. We just wrap up the reasoning about what happened Saturday. You'll reach a part where...
Yeah, so after we have the workshops and the expos, we're going to have the Regeneration Concert that goes from 8 p.m. to 12 midnight, featuring the one and only Mutabaruka. And then we're going to have some local artists from the States. We got a sister straight out of Compton, you know, that's going to be representing Afia out there. We have Jawai back there in the back somewhere.
It was on the program last night.
Yeah, and then we have, I'm not sure if John is here. He's from the States. We have Oga Chooks from Nigeria.
Okay.
I think Oga Chooks is over there somewhere. Yeah.
All right, so it sounds wonderful. I mean, like, all day pack up from 8 o'clock in the morning until 12 o'clock at night.
12 midnight.
In a beautiful garden.
On time.
For those of you who have not been to that garden here, who is here now, who has never been to the garden, trust me, beautiful. You want to go there in the day too. You want to go there in the day. A beautiful garden. I've never seen a garden like that. Apart from Hope Garden in Jamaica.
Yes.
Where it's the most beautiful garden.
Right.
But yes. Okay. We give thanks. So we have the sister beside us now. She have to go introduce herself. She look like she's a Ghanaian, but I know she's not a Ghanaian.
Almost.
She's a Ghanaian, almost.
How long you live? I'm African first.
Okay, of course.
I'm a Jamaican second.
Okay, how long you live Jamaica?
Oh, I left Jamaica about 34 years ago.
34 years?
Yeah.
Have you been back?
Once or twice.
All right, so where you live now? In Ghana?
I'm in Ghana for the past 32 years.
You're serious? So you live Jamaica and go which part? Then where you live Jamaica and go?
Runaway Bay. Runaway Bay?
No, where you live? No, Runaway Bay in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Where you live Jamaica, which part you go? After you live Jamaica?
If I go to Elmina.
Elmina? In Ghana, you saw? And now you'll be living here for 30 years.
Yes, I am.
All right. We know you never come here with no passport and no visa. But we know, so right now you have to have your passport.
Same way.
Are you a dual citizen or are you just Ghana straight up?
I'm a dual citizen.
So you're Jamaican and you're Ghanaian?
No, I'm an African, first and foremost.
No, I'm not talking about citizen.
I'm a citizen of Africa with a Ghanaian passport.
No, what may I say? You know, you have dual citizenship, one for America, one for Ghana, one for Jamaica, one for Thailand or Thai too.
Yes.
What may I say? How much passport you carry with you?
2.
2 passports?
Yes, 2 passports.
So you have a passport for Africa?
I have a passport for Africa.
So you have one of them diplomatic passport?
You could say that.
Because here says some diplomats I get their passport. I mean about the place that diplomat I mean I get what. I want to talk to the Ghanaian. Hey, no, you know some have to the Ghanaian president before me left her.
I think that's
I have to the Ghanaian president before me left her, Rasta. Because him talk too nice. For me not involved in the niceness. Me need to get involved in the niceness because him sounds so nice. And him look so chubby. You know, the ladies, they must love him up, don't you? Just say. But, all right, so you have an African passport and you have a Ghanaian passport.
I have a Ghanaian passport.
All right, tell me now, the African,
I have an American passport.
A 3 passport you have?
No, 2.
You're confused of the thing, man.
I'm trying to confuse the man.
No, you know. You see the African passport. Remember thing name African passport, you know.
No, we don't have the African passport as yet.
All right, so you don't have an African passport then?
I have a Ghanaian passport.
Yeah, but this one, I was given to me by the government. You have an African passport.
But I'm an African.
Yeah, but you don't have an African passport. You're the African, but you don't have an African. No, confused of the thing, man. It's either talk straight. We want the people to understand where I'm going.
I have 2 passports.
You have an American passport.
I have an American passport.
And you have a Ghanaian passport.
And I have a Ghanaian passport.
All right. So now, how long ago now you have the Ghanaian passport?
I've had the Ghanaian passport since 2016.
2016?
Yes.
So you have it 2.5 years, nearly 3 years?
2.5 years.
And how you come by the passport? What you have to go through to get a Ghanaian passport?
Well, there's a whole process. If you went according to the law, you'd have to wait at that time 10 years.
You're serious?
I'm serious. But I never got it at that time because I always thought I was an African in Africa. So I didn't think I needed a passport.
Yeah.
But the way things went...
You need it.
Yeah, you do.
And what you did, what you have to do to get it?
Well, what we did at
Tell me the short version. The
short version is that we put our names on a list.
Okay.
There was a project going on.
Yes.
And 34 of us who had signed an application form through Dr. Malana. Our names were submitted to the president.
Okay.
And citizenship was granted. The president at that time was in his last few days of office, and citizenship was granted to those of us who applied.
I talked to a person last night who had the same thing. That was in that list.
Right, that's the short version.
Yeah, the short version. And you are now bona fide citizen of Ghana.
I'm a bona fide.
And you travel with the Ghanaian passport.
Yes, I do.
Yes. All right. The business part of it, because there's an organization here named BADA.
Yes.
I don't know if you know of it.
I'm a member of BADA.
You're a member?
Yes, I am.
We spoke to the lady last night about it now. What is BADA's, what they want to do, what they want to achieve?
BADA's primary objective is to be able to be of assistance to brothers and sisters who want to repatriate, is to be able to help people through the legal aspects of things that go on in Ghana. If a person has an issue or problem, then we try to help them to solve that problem.
Yeah. Which is very important, especially
it's very important
time.
Because people come with incorrect information. And so when we come with information that's not correct, it causes a lot of confusion. So there are currently, we're about 15 to 20 members and still growing.
Yes.
And we have been able to assist people in issues that they've had.
All right. You know, I know there's a sister named Sister P.
Yes, I know Sister P quite well.
She know the fusing thing, and she's planning to bring a group here. As a matter of fact, was talking about charter flight. I don't know how feasible that will be, but a charter flight for July, August.
Right.
I think your organization, in relationship to what Sister P is doing, to have a kind of buffer for the people them that she's bringing in, could link together and see how it can be easier, especially when the contingent is here.
Right.
We say how easier it could be to move around and meet the right people, them that they can do the right thing.
Right.
I think if you can give out the number, the sister gave me the number last night, but Tell me the number for Bada. Bureau.
It's called Bureau of African Diaspora Affairs.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, give me the number.
Let me give you the telephone number here.
Yeah.
It's 057-974-996. And that's 057-974-996.
Yeah.
Let me give you another number just in case. 027 776 5768.
All right, so all the people in Jamaica and other countries that is listening to us right now, that's some very, tell me, trust me, may I tell you, some very important number the sister just give out. In order to facilitate your return and your visit in Ghana as a diasporic African, we want you to know that there is people here, group of people here, that is ready and waiting to receive you. That is outside of the governmental process.
Well, we have several other organizations that would also be able to assist.
Yes.
One of them is Panifest, because you know
that will in August.
That's going to be in July.
Yes, okay.
From July to August.
Yes.
And so there are numerous organizations here. We have the African American Association of Ghana. We have the Caribbean Association of Ghana.
Yes.
We have the Rastafari Council. So we're not out there alone. There are enough conscious people who would be able to assist. And BADA is one of those that can direct people to send them in the right direction.
Right direction.
Yes.
Sister, give time. You never say your name though. Tell the people
your name. My name. Most people call me One Africa, but I'm Mama Imacus in Jinga Okofu Ababio.
All right.
Or One Africa.
Give thanks. Yeah, man, good information, especially for this year, for those of you who is planning to come to Africa to take part in this Year of Return celebration. This is a Steppin Razor coming to you live from Accra, Ghana, straight into Jamaica. We have a magazine here. We was met at the airport by the ministry, the Ministry of Culture and Ministry of Tourism, or the same ministry. Anyway, we was met there at the airport and was given this magazine with all the event and the planning that they are pursuing this year. A very important magazine. For those of you in Africa here who don't have one of the magazine, try and get one because it directs you to the different events and activities that will take place here in Africa. I can't believe you come to Africa. I promote something in Africa. Usually in Jamaica I promote things in Africa, but you actually in Africa I promote something in Africa. It's unbelievable. Give thanks to science and technology. Can't fight against it at all. Okay, so now we want to speak to someone from the ministry about the Year of Return. Make we get it from, I don't want you to say the horse's mouth, but make we get it from the people them who know exactly what to say. I don't know if we have anyone there from the Ministry of Tourism or the Ministry of Culture to really talk on the different aspects of the festivals and the events that is going to take place this year. And I don't know if this is the first event. Is this the first event that representing the Year of Return? Yes, somebody say yes, somebody say. It's the first event. I am really feeling good to know that I took part in the first event and that we can also stream the first event from a Jamaican restaurant in Ghana and also stream it to reggae radio station in Jamaica with yes. Yeah, man. It's really nice. It's a nice feeling. Very nice feeling. And I want to tell you, I see some ones here somewhere. I years me not see them. It look like the whole Atlanta there. Who come from Atlanta? Atlanta in the house?
Atlanta in the house.
I tell you, by the mouth that and what to the man them? What to the man them from Atlanta? A pure woman we see her from Atlanta. Any of the man them come? But only leave them at Atlanta, only know about chief up here, don't it? The man there. Yeah, cha. Chantel say that our men. It's for them men. All right. 3:56. Here it's 8:56 in the night. So you know, so we're in a day, bright day in Jamaica and dark night in Ghana. A beautiful feeling. Only for people that like experience them feeling, you know, especially those of us who love Africa and just dream about Africa. Now Africa is a reality. When I remember years ago, the only thing I know about Africa is what Tarzan tell me, and G and all these people are some wild people who go in a jungle, half naked, and a wild people in a pot with nose in them face. But guess what? Them the days are done. We get more educated now. We get more conscious of certain things. And we know say Africa is a real place. Real. The same problems that were we confronted in Jamaica, same problems in Ghana, same problems in Nigeria. We don't have no illusion about Africa, as people might believe. We don't think say Africa heaven. And we are create heaven. We are create heaven, you know. I've ever not prepared for we like what Christian people want to tell we say. And we decide heaven and we decide hell. As far as me concerned, none of them no exist. The hurt we are working with right now and life. So we say a whole heap of people there so from foreign country, and it's a wonderful feeling because everybody are hug and greet and want some of them hug up the two, you know. Aye. You can't line up and hug me up like more, believe you. I am taking hugs. Believe you me. Yeah. All right. Don't tell them must come. No, not now. I said you have to line up. Wait there. You know serious enough. Hey, you know say there's a lady here who's trying to hug me up. Her shirt look like a building when we sit outside. The shirt. You get there? Are you own the building now? You never to the building. There's 3 buildings, to tell the truth. The lady in church look like a building where you sit. All right, give thanks. Yeah. Anyway, we are reminded that the hour between 3 and 4. The hour between 3 and 4 is brought to you by Growers Choice. It is an organic fertilizer. And you have to call now. You can get yours. Call now. And order at 876-930-6067. Growers Choice, the smart choice, are coming for my own. As a matter of fact, I am demanding that Growers Choice pay more money for these as when I get in a foreign, you know. We never pay for get it in a Jamaica, we never get to hear it. If we don't get any call from foreign, even in Africa, remember say, a Steppin razor, we couldn't get the order. Okay, so we want to talk to. We still not see the people who we want to talk to. So I can go and play this Exodus tune, because it come like it's an Exodus I go on this area. Yes. I want to tell you, say, hey, Jamaica, on the door, so we are going up here with Mutabaruka, you know. I tell you, Instagram me right away. You can't believe we are going with me. Oh gosh, man. You know, so I'm going to tear up my ticket. You know. Yeah, me going to tear up my ticket. Trust me. I tell you, man.
All right.
But my wife supposed to love all that picture. Believe you me. My wife supposed to,
It's all right.
Okay. All right. You. Beautiful. We want that picture there, you know. We want that picture there, you know. Yeah, we want that picture there. Trust me. Okay.
Purity Hearty Goodness 100% whole wheat bread is the only bread in Jamaica approved by the International Whole Grains Council. Purity joins the leading global companies in creating tasty 100% wheat goodness. The time by Purity 100% whole wheat bread is...
Yeah, the time is 4 o'clock in Jamaica, 8 o'clock in Ghana. Okay. All right, we're going to do our next interview here. You know, say, You're a Ghanaian. All right, turn on that thing as well. Sit down over that side, because my neck a creak. If you turn my neck over there, so sit down there and make a chair there. Yeah, I don't want to turn me.
Yes.
Why man voice sound like many waters. All right. You know, see what I used to say, because I don't want to call your name wrong. So I'm going to tell people who you be, and then we'll move forward.
All right, so my name is King Lagazi. King Lagazi.
Yeah.
I work with Hit 103.9. Every Sunday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I play on the radio. And I think last week I spoke to Muta all the way from Jamaica.
Are you interview me?
Definitely.
Yeah, we remember the interview.
Yeah, man.
So you are one of you're what, the sponsor, you promoting the event for the sister? Or
no. As a matter of fact, you know, this particular festival started from 2012. But
no, she tell you the history. Come back and tell me the history again.
But
are you were talking? Yeah.
This year I was called upon to come and MC.
Oh, you're the MC?
Yes.
That's why. Yeah,
yes. I was there. You know, I'm going to be the MC alongside, I think, One Africa for this particular year event.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Definitely.
All right. So tell me something now. The radio station where they're on, want to play reggae?
Definitely.
Why it's not like we don't play reggae when you answer that way?
No. The station was, let me say, hectically into reggae until
what?
A point in time when everything had to change.
Like what? What changed? Reggae stop make?
It's not that way, but reggae used to play from like 10 in the morning to 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Okay.
And then the host of the show had an issue with Parliament. Where
have an issue with Parliament?
Yeah, have an issue with Parliament.
And that's so you know, Parliament tell him must stop play it or him stop play because of Parliament.
Parliament did not ask him to stop play reggae music. But he said something concerning Parliament, that Parliament invited him to come answer some questions about marijuana. So through that passage of time, he decided to resign from the station.
Okay.
And then I was called, you know, to come in. So when I came in,
I don't want to let go of that reason. I don't want to let go of fight. I don't want to let go of fight. Given that marijuana is legal in many states in America and decriminalized in many places and legalized in Canada, one of the most conservative countries, them legalize ganja.
It's illegal in Ghana.
No, wait, legal. I mean, no, wait, no illegal, man. I just want to tell you something. Say, Jamaica is decriminalized.
Yeah.
A whole heap of states, most of the states, them decriminalize it and legalize it.
Yeah.
And we have now found out that the problems that they say marijuana cause is lie. There is more medical realities to it than mad people to it.
Yeah.
The biggest reggae songs them that you know was done meanwhile the artist was smoking marijuana.
Definitely.
We know that it's illegal in Ghana, you know.
Yeah.
But what is it that the parliament said to the brethren? He must play a ganja tune on the radio. Why must do it?
Seriously, what the brethren said was, I think, I don't know whether people misquoted him by saying, is it 80 or 90% of parliamentarians smoke weed?
Yeah.
That was the news out there.
So him don't know that, him just say that, but him don't know that. It's a fact.
That was the news out there, to the best of my knowledge, right?
Yeah.
That was the news out there.
Yeah.
So when he got to Parliament now, you understand me?
Yeah.
You know, the issue was put before him, and then he apologized to Parliament for saying that.
Okay.
You understand me? And then
he resigned.
And then he came back to the station. And he feel like the station didn't support him in terms of.
So him leave.
Yes.
So what happened to the reggae now? Oh, him gone and reggae gone with him.
No.
Well, reggae gone with him.
No, reggae is still playing in Ghana.
But not Ghana. The radio station over there.
Good. Reggae is still playing. I am playing over there.
You play reggae still?
Every Sunday.
Oh, it's on Sunday music.
Yeah, Sunday. From 8 p.m. Ghana time. You understand me? To 10 p.m.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That is beautiful. But I really like find out if what the brethren says true.
Well, I don't know.
You know, Peter touch about true. I say, lawyers smoke it, politicians smoke it, judges smoke it, and we find out say the drugs that are legal kill more people than the drugs that are illegal. You see? Cigarette is proven to be cancerous over the years.
Definitely.
The people them who distribute cigarette right on the box, smoking kills. The Surgeon General warns that cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health. But still people go and smoke it. And I know, and I say most, I know a lot of politicians who smoke cigarette. I'm not talking about Ghanaian politicians. I don't want them call me in front of politicians. Say, oh, me knows a parliamentarian smoke cigarette.
Yeah.
And alcohol is one of the biggest criminal activity that take place in most countries. A lot of young people now die because of alcohol. Cirrhosis of the liver, car crash, and just being stupid. But these things are legal. It has been proven that marijuana is a very medicinal plant that it has been proven scientifically. When I talk about, when people say Rasta, and Rasta in them religion, people say, Chodakafone religion. When I talk about people who are not Rasta, medical doctors all over the world now, it's saying that this plant is legitimately a medicine.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to say nothing about the parliament of Jamaica, of here, but I know say, our minister of, what them call it, agriculture, is now boasting that them send, them export a whole heap of ganja to Canada the other day, through medical property. Can you imagine government start to boast that they export ganja? And them a plant ganja at the university of the West Indies. Oh, things time and things change, you know. You know, the slave mill are grind, but it are grind slow. So, Ghana, in South Africa, them just decriminalize it. Them just decriminalize it. We know, say, it take a time and the process take a time to happen. But we don't know whether it have to do with playing the reggae still. Can I ask you if reggae still a play upon the stage?
Of course. Reggae is playing.
They know you make me go through all of that for you tell me, say, of course. But you go through all of them talking, them tell me, say, of course reggae a play upon the stage.
But Muta, there is one thing about my station.
Are you on station?
There's one thing about
you own it? You own
no.
You know, you have to my slave. It's all like spouse slave.
I work over there. I work over there. You understand me? So, there is one thing about Hits FM.
Yeah.
You can't play ganja songs.
Well, in Jamaica, you couldn't do that neither.
Yeah.
Up to recently, you couldn't play post ganja song.
Yeah.
Upon the radio.
All right.
And so, but now we can play it. And we don't feel no way to play it.
Okay.
And we don't smoke ganja, you know.
All right.
You can't believe that? Where we are like, I can't believe it. Me no smoke ganja.
All right.
But me say ganja get a bad rap over the years, especially against Rasta.
Definitely.
Rasta get criminalized because of this plant. And now we see big guys now I make billions of dollars off of the plant. But Peter Tosh comes to legalize it and him advertise it.
Yeah.
So time take care of everything.
Definitely.
And we love Ghana.
Definitely.
We love Ghana.
All right.
So you are the MC.
Yeah.
I look forward to the MC.
Definitely, Muta.
You ever call me on the stage?
Definitely.
You're not going to long argument.
No. I
you have some people that bring your hand in and them have read the whole Bible. Mutabaruka was born in this and that and that. I say, why the hell you just bring me hand and I keep up my time? So, yeah, man, I look forward to you. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Bless.
Yeah, this is the Steppin Razor, the art of war, coming to you live from Accra, Ghana, and this beautiful Jamrock restaurant, courtesy of X Live Africa and IRFM. And you know, to them YouTube, Facebook, live. Why the mount a camera in front of me here? Wait. That is the owner camera. The owner wife camera that. No, this one here, the owner wife camera there. And Jamrock camera Osiaya. Why she active, Mr. Man? She active. You go run Saturday morning 8:30. You're going to walk. Eh? Yeah, you're going to walk. Eh? Watch out, you're ready for work already. That our husband look like him on the past steroid. Me say, me see the man, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to say the wrong thing to him, you know. Believe you me. Less my mouth twist and all the way. Him call out Aki and dumpling. And that make him so big. Him look like him do baseball, football in America. Him play cricket. No man, him like, if him ever play cricket and me a ball, me lick him with the ball every minute. If him a play cricket, him can't get ball out. Cause the ball and now I go see the thumb there. Me play go see, trust me. When them stand up there, they go wonder which part the thumb them there. Yes, this is the Steppin Razor. We have to go back on here in Jamaica. Things getting warm inside here now. I'm saying all the table them full up. We really feel good. And why if you just have smile so why she? We love your spirit, you know. We love your spirit. Your husband supposed to feel nice too. Believe you me. All right. You know, say we want to play. I tell you, say yesterday was Bob Marley's birthday. Yes. Same to. Hey, the blouse they look like the building, don't they? So you know, trust me, though. I tell you, the building. A tree color like that, you know, one green, one red, and one blue. And I tell you, I don't know which one of the building if you will be. Yes. And tell your pass again, look at it. If it don't look like, the blouse don't look like it. All right. We want to play this tune for all the. We want to play this tune for all the ones who come from America for this occasion. Yeah. How many people inside that come from America for this occasion? Nobody now listen to me, you know, them attack. How much people inside that come from America for this occasion? Alright, then we're down at the back there. Alright, we're going to play this Bob Marley song, yeah? It was originally, a lot of the lyrics was Marcus Garvey lyrics. Bob Marley take it and make it in a song. And then a lot of people cover it. But we want to play this cover here because we hear that this man might be in Ghana soon. That's why we're here through the grapevine. Okay. As I said, things are get warm. Why the amount of camera like worries. But you see now, when I block the people them who down there, so only just come and I block the people them down there, so we don't know what about camera. Alright. We have a representative from the Year of Return Committee here. As again, once again, I'm not going to try calling name because I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself and then we'll continue the conversation.
All right, thanks. My name is Akwesi Ajiman, CEO of the Ghana Tourism Authority and also coordinator for the Year of Return.
And you was in Jamaica the other day?
I was in Jamaica, yeah.
We met,
yeah.
And you took my passport.
And I told you I'll see you in Accra very soon. So welcome.
Yes.
Welcome.
I have a problem though. I was pure hassle for reach out.
It's not from us, it's from
British Airways, but it's from Ono because I have no visa thing.
We're going to sort it out.
These are arrive, and that is why I have the problem.
So welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yeah, man, welcome. Where we say Akwaba. Yeah, Akwaba.
Wezo. You know Wezo?
No.
Wezo is also Akwaba.
Okay, all right. Yeah. All right. I have this magazine in front of me. It was given to me as I came out of the airport by some of the ones who work with the organization who's organizing. All right.
Yeah.
I will ask first what the government of Ghana is trying to achieve by starting and creating this event here known as the Year of Return. What are they trying to achieve?
Thanks. What we're trying to do is to re-engage and reconnect the global African family. And so for us, it's more like a spiritual and a birthright journey to connect people of African descent, our brothers and sisters who were shipped away painfully years ago. But this time we're looking at 400 years since the first enslaved Africans arrived in Jamestown, Virginia. And we are saying to our brothers and sisters, it's time to come back home. Yeah. Come, let's connect. Come back, let's look at how we can build together. Yeah. And so that's what we're trying to do.
You know that we in Jamaica have a problem with the time span that is designated for this thing from 400 years in Jamestown. And we know that the slave trade started long before that. I explain to the people them why the government of Ghana chose to start it at that specific time and not the time when, like, even the Portuguese them.
Yes, we know slave trade was way before 400 years. But I think the figure 400 years is quite significant because we will not have another 400 years after this year. 400 years specifically for the USA, that was when the first enslaved Africans arrived. And we take
in the US.
In the US.
But we're talking about now other parts of the America.
Yeah, so we're using that as a marker to celebrate African resilience, to commemorate the arrival and to say that yes, we survived, because 400 for us is quite significant as a number. And we also took the fact that in the US, HR 1242 had been passed by US Congress to celebrate 400 years of African American history. And so we're using that.
So it's an American thing on celebrating them?
No. We're not celebrating American thing. We are celebrating the resilience of the African spirit. And we're using that. If you go to the Bible, in Genesis 15, hold on. Yeah. If you go to the Bible, in Genesis 15:13.
Yes, that don't have nothing to do with me, you know.
Sorry?
That don't have nothing to do with the African Alaka.
No, it does, because 400 is quite significant. Our people have been out there in the US for 400 years. Yeah. We're using that as a marker to remind us of what happened and to say that we survived. We survived to produce Mutabaruka. We survived to produce Obarama. We survived to produce the fastest athlete in the world.
So
in the same world.
Yes. So you're going to talk now?
Yes.
All right. One thing I'm going to say to you now.
Yes.
That before Africans land in a Jamestown,
yes,
there were Africans dying in the slave trade by the Europeans then.
Yes.
Before 400 years.
Yes, that's right.
This idea of using the Jewish 400 years as a landmark to our Holocaust is really come to me like a disrespect. It's a disrespect because we can't use the Jewish. It's like we are saying, make we look on 6 million Jews who died. It's not that we're not sympathetic to it, but we are saying, for black people at this time you come use the Jewish 400 years to validate 400 years, yes or no. Come to me like it's a disrespect to the ancestors.
Let's not get stuck into Jewish. What are we doing?
No, but it's you started. It's you bring it up.
We are celebrating.
It's you bring it up, you know.
We are celebrating.
No, it's you bring it up. It's you bring it up.
Yes, but we are celebrating African resilience. That's more important.
It's you bring up the Jewish thing. It's you bring it up.
Okay, all right. So for tonight, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the survival of the African people. That 400 years has been more than 400 years. But what we are celebrating this year is the year of return. Is that come? Let's connect. Let's re-engage.
Yeah, I agree with the connection, you know, but it's the date and the time span that is important and significant.
All right, so let's not get stuck on that. Let's get stuck on reconnection.
Yeah, but you're stuck on 400 years.
So for okay, 800 years.
No. You can't take out something that blue.
All right, okay, all right. No.
Odine, man. No, you make it sound like a joke business.
Yes.
When I say to you that we, as serious Africans, is concerned that we love where we're going, you know.
All right.
The year of return, and we bring back our ancestor body from Jamaica to come to go back to the other side of the return. So it's not like say we take it serious.
Yes.
So when you hear we are talking about why 400 years? It's not like a joke thing now if you come to me about Jewish tradition and thing. We have said that Africans was dying in the slave trade before 400 years.
I agree.
See, so now
I agree. But you know something. You know something. Because of this, we are talking about the years before. A lot of people, a lot of Africans here back home in other African countries didn't even know.
Yeah.
Didn't even know.
Yeah, but that's not why you did it.
So by doing this,
no, that's why you do it. Don't come up like a politician. That's all like politician.
No. It's not a politician.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that's why
I'm telling you that because of this, we've started an engagement that goes far beyond. Because now people are saying, "Wait a minute."
But that's not why you did it.
No. What we're doing is to do the connection. I'm talking about the connection, but I'm saying, even if you take away the Jewish thing, take away the 400 years, because of the year of return, people have begun to realize that really,
before
400 years, this thing went on. If you look in the book,
so we must give thanks for you then. Give thanks.
I'll show you where it is.
We want to praise you for that then. That's the way I say. We must praise you for that.
Yes.
We're starting a conversation.
Yeah, we're starting a conversation.
Before Africans.
Yes, that's what we're doing. So let's look at that. Let's look at that.
Easy. Politician, easy. I'll tell you. All right. So what is going to happen from now until that time? I don't know if we're still up on the year in Jamaica. I'm supposed to have a signal, music news and things, but we're not going to stop the conversation because there's enough people here to balance out the thing. All right. What will happen from now? Can we hear say the biggest part of it is in July, August.
Yes. Around Panafest, Emancipation, Jamestown to Jamestown. But it goes on. The conversation goes on. Activities are happening every now and then. This Saturday, we have the Africa Cultural and Wellness Festival, and that's why you're here for. So let's focus on that. But activities are happening every time. We don't focus on that already. After this week, what will happen? After this week, the whole February is Black History Month, and I know you're going to have issues with that as well. But
have issue with it?
Yes, because why is it Black History Month? Why is it Black History Month? Why was it Black History Month? It's an American thing. No, it is.
It's Africans in America do it. It's not American.
No, go back to why Black History Month is celebrated in America and not in August.
I want to get you thinking from. Black History Month is not an American thing.
Okay.
Black History Month is Africans in America started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it didn't start here in Ghana or in the Caribbean.
Brothers, I think the energy behind the year of return is to bring us together.
Yeah,
so I don't want us to spend a majority
of that's the reason, but don't get nervous. That's the reason.
No, I don't want us to get overburdened with the dates, with the time.
No, we're not burdened.
The energy behind.
But it's him keep bringing up these things.
Behind.
It's him talk about Black History Month, and then I tell you
let's speak about what is bringing us together, not what is dividing the conversation.
Sister, sister.
Yes, so.
You remember the Minister of Culture in Jamaica?
Yeah, yes, he did.
Introduced me to the minister.
Yes.
And what she said, this brethren is a controversial person.
Oh, yes.
And your minister said, he's not controversial. He's just a speaker of truth.
Yes.
I commend her for saying that.
Yes.
Now listen to me now. It's you bring up about Black History Month until me says an American thing. Me show you, me I say it. You know some me never agree with Black History Month. But that is rubbish. Black History Month was started by Africans in America.
So now the Black History Month, we know the Black History Month was started by Africans in America.
Yes,
so
let's continue the
return moving forward. What's happening during Black History Month?
Nobody said not going to stop me. Go on.
All right, let's go on. So we have the Black History Month celebration going on.
Yeah.
After the African Cultural Wellness Festival, we have AAAG, which is the African American Association of Ghana, having activities throughout the month of February. We have Back to Africa also happening at the end of the month. Then we go into our independence celebration where we celebrate our founding fathers, the struggles, Kwame Nkrumah, and all of them. Yes, we will never leave him out. Then we go on through April, May. A lot of things are happening, but the June, July, August is really quite significant for us because you have Panafest, you have Emancipation, you have the Healing Concert, Jamestown to Jamestown, and it goes on and on and on, Afrochella and a few things that are happening.
So it's a whole year?
A whole year, but a lot of information out there on the yearofreturn.com. I mean, if you go on there, you'll see what is going on every month, every activity that is out there, what we're doing.
You forgot.
Which one?
September. September is the RBG
What is happening in September?
It's the RBG Festival.
Red, black,
gold.
What is
and
that?
we Africans are the gold.
Yes.
Not necessarily what's in the soil.
Tell me what is the
So
RBG?
this particular festival, Sister Fee and I are her collective. We're organizing it. And this is on Nkrumah Day. So it's literally carrying the spirit of Nkrumah.
When is that?
September 21st.
Okay.
Yes,
it's in this magazine?
It's in there.
A full day of everything, and we're not just focusing on Africans from the Americas. Of course, we'll be here for the Year of Return, but we're talking about other Africans who are living in Ghana and they have residency here. The people who are coming from some of those French-speaking or Francophone countries, as we would want to call them now. Those Africans who are here, Africans coming from the islands, all who are uniting under the Year of Return, is going to be full of events for your children, for your family. There's a concert that night. We're bringing a huge artist from the States over who really represents the whole Pan-African theme.
Yes.
We have some of the biggest artists in Ghana coming September 21st, Nkrumah Day, and I'm telling you, that energy will be high. People will feel the spirit and the energy of Nkrumah. That's September.
You
so we
here,
can't
right?
forget that one.
You
So
here.
July to September.
If you say for me, come fine. If you say for me, come.
So July to September. Now you have to say July to
When? July what?
No, July to September. Yeah.
Okay.
July to December, actually. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
All right, Miss Sister.
Yes.
All right, take a mic from him.
No.
Don't give him back. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, well, she basically said it all.
Everything, okay.
Her collective, September 21st, and Nkrumah's Day, is all about unification. It's all about Pan-Africanism. It's all about multiculture amongst us as African people. So until we learn how to get to know each other and fall in love with us again, there is no unity, there is no United States of Africa until we take this unification serious.
Yes.
And on this day, this is dedicated to the spirit of Nkrumah and what that dream means. It means picking up the baton and moving with it.
Of course.
Yes.
And I want to emphasize, and I make no apology for saying it, Ghana is the gateway to Africa.
Absolutely.
Ghana is the gateway to Africa. And we feel a certain kinship with Ghana because of the historical references that we have. We feel kinship with it. A lot of us, if you go to Jamaica, I see a duplicate of everybody inside us in Jamaica. When you look at so, if you go in Jamaica now, a person like you there. As a matter of fact, I thought you was a Jamaican and come sit up beside me.
Right.
You know, but it's so amazing that we saw the thing about Ghana too, a lot of the words where we use in our Jamaican language come from Ghana. You know, a lot of the indiscipline where we have come from Ghana. Right?
Yeah, one.
So we have a kinship with Ghana. We love Ghana. Believe me, as a matter of fact, I would say out of not even South Africa, I think Ghana have the most Jamaicans from Jamaica living here than even Ethiopia. I want to tell you, it's a serious thing. There's so much, because look, we're in a beautiful place and it's a Jamaican village, Jamaican thing. But why you look the bridge again, Jamrock, we don't stop here, Jamrock, trust me, Raphael Emmanuel, which part there? Give me a big round of applause, man, may I tell you. You saw we talk your place, though.
Mutaba, one of my biggest surprises was to look at the sandals that Bob Marley, by his bedside in his museum, the Bob Marley Museum.
Yeah.
You have Ahinema. Ahinema is made in Ghana. The sandals that he used to wear. Then we also have one of his favorite shirts.
Where is that?
In the Bob Marley Museum in Kingston.
In Kingston.
Yes, with Edinkra symbols.
They celebrated his birthday yesterday.
Yes.
74 birthday.
With all the Edinkra symbols. Yeah. So we are connected. We are connected way back before now.
That's beautiful.
And all we are saying is, come back, let's strengthen the bond, let's strengthen the connection.
Definitely. Yeah. We agree with it 100%. Give thanks, Give thanks. And I know you're going to invite me back, you know. I know you're going to invite me.
We need a direct flight, that's all, and then we are done.
Well, I hear that. All right, I hear that Guyana and I think it's Nigeria, or Guyana and Ghana. I think it's Nigeria. Is negotiating for direct flight.
Yes, Ghana, Nigeria,
continuously.
Yes,
and I am told that. Well, not told, but we in Jamaica with a sister named Sister P, who has traveled and done a lot of move towards Ghana.
Yes.
Is seen how we can best able to get a charter flight.
Yes.
And the Ministress of Culture in Jamaica seem to be checking the possibilities of getting this charter flight. Because we know some people who even in America will love come at Jamaica just to go up on the charter flight because straight back.
That would be great.
Because it's a charter distance. And you know, have no white woman sit down behind the British Airways and tell you say your visa on arrival.
Yes.
Okay, so we're there for a special occasion. This is the launch of the first real event for the year of return, and we really feel good for us that we're part of that inaugural program, festival. We have a brethren as usual. I am going to assume they have an African name. So I want you to call your name.
Everybody feel irate when they listen to irate. Everybody love irate.
Okay, so we're back my stream again, yes.
Yeah, man. Akabitono is my name.
No. Akabitono?
Yes.
Okay.
I miss Cornerstone.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm general manager of X-Life Africa.
Oh, you are the general manager?
Yes, man.
Okay. Thank you very much for having us here.
We thank you too, because we are privileged to have a legend like you. You know, come to collaborate and link Jamaica and Ghana and Africa.
Yeah, man.
We are very privileged to have you.
So what did I say last night? Because we did a program last night. Is it too late for you?
I monitored throughout. I monitored the program throughout the night.
You was listening?
From 2 a.m.
Oh, you monitor it?
We monitor from my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And I was totally impressed by how early you showed up, first of all.
Yeah.
Because it's a different attitude from how we approach things in Ghana.
Yeah.
You came way earlier than the time you're supposed to start your show, because you approach it in a professional, dedicated, attitude. So that was the first thing that impressed me.
You know where I'm today? See a lady I clap there. Me love that lady there, trust me.
Yes, man.
Alright, the shirt me love. Now whatever the shirt me love, or she me love. Alright, you know where I'm today?
So I was thinking you and
well, no, man, I want to complain, man.
Yes, tell me.
Complain, man.
Okay.
I mean, I tell you to fire them neither, you know.
We have to fire who?
What me I go say? You know, say, the man them tell me, say, them are going to reach her from 4 o'clock.
Yes, from 4 o'clock.
Me love them, you know. Come and say, especially this Virginia.
Yes, man.
Talk powerful last night.
Yes, man.
After him say, no one talk on the radio, you know. Me couldn't take away the mic from him when him start talk. And me love him, that say, as an African youth, because most African youth not there which part him there right now.
Yes, man.
But, him say back over from 4 o'clock. I mean, sit down out there, so, like after something to 5, I wait. And the lady call him and say, which part of the day? Them say half hour. Me I say, you know, so when Africans say half hour, I'm thinking them like 3 hours. If you say half hour. But it'll get me upset too, you know. It'll get me upset.
Yes.
We call him again 1.5 hours after him say them just down the road 20 minutes. And some to say me that way, you know. I mean, I try to go know when me I go tell you radio station in Jamaica.
Yes, man.
Them coming at like about 10 to 7. That time me don't have diarrhea already. And nervous breakdown. And I left to them because me don't know when me I go tell IRFM in Jamaica. Anyway, them there, I will love it. The brethren is a professional.
Yes, man. Mills.
If we don't miss him, we are employing him at Jamaica.
Yes, man.
If we don't miss him, we are employing him. Inefficient.
Yeah, man.
He could have worked with the brethren at Jamaica.
Give thanks.
Name crap. Me I tell you, him efficient.
Give thanks.
So we love him. So, yeah, so you just say you the general manager.
Yes, man.
So what is your purpose? To manage the general? What?
I manage the talent. May I manage the talent, may I pull everybody together, but the philosophy of ex-Life Africa, as you notice, you're saying powerful things, because we represent expressiveness, explicit. Everybody is allowed to express themselves without hesitation, without censorship. What he was saying this morning on your show, he couldn't be saying it on another radio station.
Same like me, at Jamaica.
Exactly. So X-Life and IRA FM philosophically is aligned. So I'm not surprised that when you came in, you chose X-Life Africa, and I'm not surprised that you found the vibration positive. Because we allow expression, free expression, no censorship. So the young people can analyze religion, can analyze culture, can analyze the politics, everything they want to analyze without censorship. We don't interfere with that creative control of our artists and our presenters. We allow them to express themselves freely.
But you can't play no ganja tune on the radio, though. You can't play ganja tune.
Well, of course, sometimes they go overboard. But those are the excesses.
No, we're not talking about excess. The brethren before you.
Yes.
We're going to be the MC Saturday. Him say, this brother, them not allowed to play ganja tune on the radio.
Yes.
So may I ask you now, given that your station is a different kind of station, can you play ganja tune on your station?
On our station, you can play any tune.
And them not come burn down the station?
No, they can't come burn down the station. No way.
Okay.
But if you play songs promoting homosexuality, maybe you have a protest from the community.
No, me not promote no that you gonna homosexual ganja me talk about.
If you promote ganja, nobody come after you.
Yeah, but it's so like you mix up.
But when the police catch you with the ganja, they will take it to the police station and deal with you.
If the police catch you as a homosexual, them not gonna lock you up.
If the police catch you as a homosexual, they will ignore you. No, they will not.
All right. So we're going to talk about the radio station and its liberal attitude towards progressive speech and music.
Nice one.
So me can play a ganja tune now.
Yes, man.
If me want.
You can play it.
Alright, where's that?
Yeah, man.
Well, we give thanks to meet you.
Me too.
Yeah, we give thanks
because you, as I was telling you this morning, your philosophy is part of what has governed our radio station for many years. And if you ask Mills, he used to play your music, he didn't know you, but he knew Mutabaruka, because your message is cutting edge, straight to the point, sharpening razor, you know. And the people, even if they don't accept it, but they entertain the idea.
Yeah, them listen.
You provoke. Like you always say, thought provoking, always spoken.
Because like listen to Mutabaruka.
You know, I listen.
Yeah, listen, man. Yeah,
so we are happy that, and we hope that this collaboration between RFM and X-Life Africa will not just be.
Well, we have a contingent to come in July, August, you know.
Yes.
And we might come back before that.
Exactly.
Yeah, we are challenging the brethren not so long as a while ago for send back to it.
That's right.
Yes. British Airways too.
Yes.
Yeah.
so we hope that you are impressed with our setup as well.
We love the brethren there away at man.
Exactly.
We love the brethren there right away.
Yes, man.
You know, them never say me offer them money to come at Jamaica come over.
Yes, man. Me don't say you couldn't do that, you know. So we look forward to maybe even a commercial reality to our collaboration and our relationship.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, brethren.
Yeah, man. Give thanks too.
This is the Steppin Razor.
Yes, man.
Broadcasting from X-Life Africa straight into IRFM in Jamaica. All right. We know we're familiar with the brethren. Very familiar with the brethren. And I feel today I do some great works. You know what I mean? So you're going to introduce yourself to the people and we could talk after.
Okay. My name is Dr. Obadile Kambon. I'm a senior research fellow at the Institute of African Studies. All right, and I have
some big fan
club here.
You have some fun out there, man. I tell you. I had the same label, they made it out me up a clap for you, know. Right. So when I see serious problem, the same label, they made it out me up a clap for you.
And we have to have you back at African Studies. A few years ago, you gave a talk. The greatest love is self-love, so we have to get you back to African Studies on campus.
Anytime you're ready.
For ACOF, so all of this is about ACOF, African Culture and Wellness Festival. And on Saturday at 12 noon, I'll be teaching capoeira And capoeira is an African combat science that African people in Brazil used to beat the Portuguese and to free themselves.
Yes.
And it comes originally from Angola. A lot of people don't know that. They think it comes from Brazil. But in Brazil, they call it capoeira de Angola. And I want to briefly come back to something that was discussed earlier because I wanted to discuss it myself, just in terms of this 400 years and this 1619. Now, I gave a talk yesterday on the African people who emancipated themselves. Now, a lot of people have the impression that Abraham Lincoln freed black people, or Lord Dunmore freed black people, or so forth and so on. But the actual fact of the matter is black people freed black people from beating that white behind. That's how we were able to free ourselves. And the very first rebellion of enslaved Africans was not even in the Western Hemisphere. It was in 869 in the Zanj Rebellion in modern-day Iraq. So sometimes we forget about the enslaved Africans because that slave trade, quote-unquote, is still going on to this day. These pale white Arabs, that's why I say they're all Eurasians. Europe and Asia is one landmass. So if they try to pretend like Europe is its own continent, just look at the satellite map, it's one landmass. So whether they are French, I'll put it like Malcolm X said, whether you have a French poodle, an Irish setter, a Chihuahua, they're all dogs. So the Arabs were enslaving us long before that, and we had a rebellion in the Arab Peninsula in Iraq, right? So from 869 all the way to 883, we established our own free republic in the Eastern Hemisphere. But even when we start with this 1619, it's so wrong, because there was a Portuguese explorer, Dinis Dias.
That may I make reference to.
That's what you made a reference to. And people don't do the research, but we have to do the research. I'm a senior research fellow, so if I don't do the research, then who can I expect to do it for me?
Yeah.
So in 1445, Dinis Dias, he got to Cape Verde, right? And in that he enslaved 4 African people, but he was repulsed from the last remnants of the great West African empires. That's the reason why the Portuguese had to come here to the Gold Coast, because they got their butts whooped in Cape Verde. Not the Cape Verde Islands, but the Cape. That's what they came to. So this is 1445. So how do we start our count at 1619 when African people were being enslaved in 1445? We can look at 1526. This is in Spanish Florida, was now the United States. You have black people who whooped the Spanish behinds and made them had to abandon that settlement there. This is in 1526 and was now modern day Florida. So black people whooped that Spanish behind in order to get free. No one freed us but ourselves. We can look at 1570, the revolt of Gaspar Yanga in what's now modern day Mexico. 1570. Not that Africans were just arriving there in 1570. It means that they were whooping that white behind in order to get our own free republics. Unfortunately, the United States is still not a free republic. They still have enslavement according to the 13th Amendment. But 1570, we were freeing ourselves. Now let's come to Quilombo. This is where they did the capoeira, right? In 1605, this is where you have the capoeira being done in Quilombo dos Palmares in Brazil. You had in the 1520s, in 1514, you had King Afonso I in Congo, who wrote a letter to Portugal about how they were illegally enslaving the Congolese people there, the Bakongo there of Congo. This is in 1514. So how do we start off our history in 1619? And this is before we even go into the Olmecs. The Olmec heads, you can find black people who are traveling there. So that's a sidebar.
Well, maybe to get some Yankee dollars.
Yeah. But I just wanted to support your position because people are acting like, oh, you're just trying to be divisive. That this is the fact. This is the research. So if we don't know the research, that means we need to learn. So all of these things are going on. 1605, that's Palmares that's being established there in modern-day Brazil. So even in terms of the United States, continental United States, you had Africans who were there before then. And if we take it out to the Americas, we have Africans who are already there. And not like they just arrived there, but this is the history of rebellions of us freeing ourselves.
The Portuguese was taking Africans out of Africa long before the Spaniards and the English.
1445.
And Christopher Columbus was a sailor on some of those ships.
Yes, he did. He came
before him come to this part.
He came with Diego de Zambuja. He came here to this place where he learned from the Africans who had already traveled there. Mansa Musa was interviewed by Ibn Battuta, and he said the way he became the Mansa is because his maternal uncle, just like how the Akans do, abdicated the throne to go across the Atlantic. So he said the whole reason why he became a ruler is because his maternal uncle, Abu Bakr II, sailed across the Atlantic as so many others did, and they left these huge multi-ton boulders, stone heads, to show Africans. There's one called El Negro, has an afro bigger than anyone you will see, and a nose, he looks like you. Mutabaruka, this man looks like you.
Man.
Yes.
I am my ancestor.
You are back.
I am my ancestor. Trust me.
And we're glad to have you.
All right, so make we go about the caparella that you're going to do on Saturday.
So on Saturday, we're teaching how did the Africans free themselves. I've given you examples. They freed themselves with capoeira. Now here in Ghana, we have people who are doing karate and taekwondo. Me with my capoeira, and I have one of my students, Jawa, in the audience. We beat up all these people who do all these Eurasian martial arts. You say you want to bring your capoeira, you want to bring your karate. I have my capoeira. So I have a guy with a 2nd degree black belt. Do a search for the video, capoeira beats karate. This guy with a 2nd degree black belt, we kicked his jaw across the room. So if you think these Chinese things will beat African things,
so
you're wrong.
After kick it
oh, his jaw, he had to go and collect it from the ground and put it back, but you can see the video.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
It's terrible.
That's terrible.
But sometimes we have to do terrible things because we are about African liberation. So if you are representing the Chinese and the Japanese, I'm representing Africa, and I have to represent it well. So I will never let someone doing some Chinese or Korean or Japanese art defeat me doing the art of my ancestors, the combat science of my ancestors. So for those who are interested, Saturday at 12, we're going there. And every other Saturday, we're at the University of Ghana, the sports director. We teach capoeira. Students of all ages, and we teach you how to beat that white behind, just like the Africans in San Miguel de Guadalupe in Spanish Florida, how they beat that white behind, just like the Jamaicans. If not for Samuel Sharp, we would still be enslaved to this day.
Of course.
Within 1 week of them finally suppressing that Samuel Sharp rebellion, they got together a committee of how to end chattel enslavement. If not for the British, 12,000 of them getting their butts whooped in Haiti, it would still be going on.
Die and yonder ill than to live a slave.
Cleave to the black.
Yes.
Cleave to the black.
That is Paul Bogle. Cleave to black.
Paul Bogle.
Brethren, give thanks.
Yes.
Give thanks. Very spirited. I see the people that love what you talk about. Yes.
And we still tell you, cleave to the black. The black arts, the black history, the black sciences. This is us.
Yes.
This is our heritage. This is our history. Yes. So someone who wants to start off at 1619, they are erasing all of our history, and we won't let them do it. I was born in the United States. I could say, yes, 1619, pat myself on the back. But this is wrong. This is a lie. And this separates black people who are fighting for African liberation long before 1619. We will never let that happen.
Yes, give thanks, brethren.
Give thanks.
I'm going to tell you, yes. And Jamaican people hear you loud and clear. Trust me, Jamaican people hear you loud and clear, man. Yes, not tell you. Live from Accra, Africa, Ghana, right into Jamaica. This is the Steppin Razor. Last night we was in the studio doing the cutting edge. And now we are doing an outside broad. It's an inside-outside broadcast this with Live Africa. Really feel good to know the brethren them. Feel good to know the brethren them. So, you know, say, we are reaching for the levels now where the broadcast so done. So we don't know if you have permission to keep partying here. Because I have the music them, you know. Anybody agree with a party? Up your old people now. Who have arthritis. where the owner one there? We could talk to the owner. Raphael, what you say about a party? Eh? All right, we're going to do a party vibes, that's all. Me and a brethren are going to spin some music. So, all right, so here we are, you know. We're going to keep a party, but before we keep the party at this, we're going to lay up on the people there. Kwame Nkrumah still live in him daughter. We want to really feel good because we met her here, we met her there, we met her almost everywhere in Jamaica. And now she's here taking part. So I want to talk to her. We don't know if the program will finish before we talk to her, but we're going to talk to her. To that deal, program or no program, we're going to talk to her. Some people can't take the ad them in Jamaica. Neil, take some ad them, make her come forward to the daughter, the sister. This is the Steppin Razor. We're at the last moment of the program, but before we get cut off down at Jamaica there, we want to talk to Sabia Nkrumah. Sabia Nkrumah, yes. All right. We want to thank Shamara Preston and Neil for really keep us connected and tell me when we're supposed to cut off and play whatsoever we are playing. We want to thank her. We want to thank the bridge them up here. I can't remember them name now. DJ Fuad. All right, DJ Fuad and the great engineer Mills. Yeah, Mills. And we want to thank Raphael for the beautiful ambience we set inside us. So full house. We want to thank all the ones them who we interview. All the ones them who we interview. All right, this last interview. You have my guess. You give thanks. I don't know now. The last time I see was in Jamaica. You have to hold my you was a special speaker at the university.
Yes, 2017.
Okay.
October.
All right. So we want first after what has been happening to you since that time.
Hey.
We hear that you was running in elections. We hear that you're into the GMO, still dealing with the GMO manifestation. Tell me what has been happening.
Okay. Let me recap. So we met in Kingston.
No, we met here.
We met here the first time, yes.
We met here.
But the second time we met in Kingston. Yes. We met at the airport.
Yeah. A lot of us came out to the airport.
That's right. Yeah. You came to welcome me with other friends. That was very good. Very kind of you. Then, yes, we had the opening of the Reparation Center.
Of the university.
At West Indies, yes, the University of the West Indies. Then, what happened? I came back, I returned here. Last year has been full of traveling. Yes.
What you been traveling doing? What you been
mainly in the continent.
Okay.
Mainly in the mother continent, different countries, Egypt, Ethiopia, Senegal,
so Uganda, what you do when you travel?
East,
play
West.
Music, what you do? Dance, play music, what you do?
Oh, I wish. I wish I could dance.
Tell me what you do when you travel to these countries.
Listening to music, yes. But no, mainly we were working on getting together a coalition of Pan-African groups. We want to see how we can campaign for African unity, not just in the continent, but with the wider African family everywhere. We want to see how we can build a grassroots movement across the various continents. We, at the same time, want to see how we can make Kwame Nkrumah's books more accessible.
Oh, that's very important. That's very important.
Not just in print form, but also in audio form. Yes, we want to reintroduce his thought to the youth, to young people, the various, aspects of his vision, beginning, of course, with his main thesis, which is why Africans must unite. For African economic freedom, we have to work together. It will be impossible for our small countries separately to balance our books, to have favorable trade terms. It will be impossible for us to export more than we import, because we cannot say we cannot cultivate our land on a big scale, proper economic planning. We cannot do it separately. We cannot challenge the existing global economic system separately. We can do it if we work together, but time and experience has shown that we cannot do it alone. Plus, equally importantly, the time has come after half a century of independence. The time has come for us to get to know each other deeply. Very often we say that we want to unite, but we are not familiar with each other. Of course, our history has separated us. We are different cultures, different languages, different practices, different habits, but we know that the solution is political and economic unification. But the time has come for us to get to know each other. We have to visit each other. We have to eat with each other. We have to accept each other with our different accents, our different ways of thinking, our different ways of doing things. You know, we must no longer see each other as different people. Yeah? I think this is the most important challenge. And this perhaps is even, this call goes more strongly towards Africans who are born and bred in the continent. Because we have taken it for granted that this is our home, this is our land. But we have not understood that unless we correct the mistakes of the past,